So let's continue with a installation here. And now, so here I'm choosing a store virtual disk as a single file, and I'm giving a 30 GB here. And let me click on a next. Here you will see, so by default hard disk is a 30 GB, and I'm taking here 1 GB RAM, and the network adapter it is taking a NAT. Okay, so I will discuss about a NAT later. Once I will start it, we'll discuss about a network address translation, network address translation, that is the full form here, and I will discuss later here. Okay, so now let me click on a finish here. Okay, so now it's created a virtual machine. And what I will do right now here, let me click on a edit virtual machine setting. And I have not selected a ISO image. So here I will selected a ISO image. Where is my ISO image? So I will use a use ISO image file. And let me browse. And where is mine files? I need to go D drive, and D drive here in OS image. And right now I want to install 8 CentOS 8. Okay, so let me select open and okay. Okay, now let me power on this machine. So here these option will came here. So I will select first here install CentOS stream 8 here 8 stream, and test the media. Suppose in earlier we are using a CD or DVD. That time if you want to check your CD is fine or not, DVD, so you can check your media, is it fine or not, and is there any file corrupt or not. And another is troubleshooting, but we will go with the first option. So let me select the first option, enter. So if you want to come out from this screen, so please use your Alt plus Control. Okay, then you can come out from the screen here. Okay, so I have used Alt and plus Control here. So now we got this page here. Here we will go with the by default here, English and English United States. So it's a fine right now. Just click on a continue. So I have given a 1 GB RAM. That was the reason it's a little bit slow. Now, these are the some parts here came that we need to understand here. So for a keyword, it's a fine. It is a USA, English USA. And installation source, I don't want to check anything. That is the main things here. The installation destination means we need to select here. We need to create a partitions here. Language support, I will go with a by default. And kdump is using to, if you want it, Here, suppose your system is crashed and it will generate some logs. So where it will kdump. And here we need to provide a username and password. I will not use these two options here. Here, network and host related. I will not do anything. I will not do anything in our security policies. Later, we will do all these things manually. So now, let's go first option here. So installation destination. Let me click on it here. Okay. Now you can find out the disk here, 30 GB. Okay. So here it is a check mark, mean it is a selected. If I'm clicking, it is unselected. It is untick means it's not selected. Okay, let me make a check mark, and I want to create a custom because in earlier lecture we learned about a file system. Now we are aware about a file system. I will use a custom. Let me click on it done, and let me here. So we have a three things here. So standard partition means, what does mean by standard partitions? Standard partition means right now, suppose I have a one disk. Okay, I have a one disk and I have created a one partition that is a one slash and one slash home. The disk size is a, let's say it is a 30 GB as per our disk here. And I have given a 15 GB and I have given a 15 GB here. Okay, so it's a consolidate. Okay, so it is a fixed size. Now what happened? After a few days, it get full. Okay, get full. Okay, what you want to extend. So we can't extend here because it is a standard partition and we don't have that choice. Okay, so we can't. 15 GB means 15 GB. I can't make a reduce also. Even I can't make a extend also. So that comes as a standard partition. So let's understand about it now. LVM. LVM stands for logical volume manager. Okay, so let's take a similar example. We have this disk and same example. Now let's try to understand. Slash is there, 15 GB, slash home is again 15 GB. Now after few days, your apps team, they are reporting now slash home is a full, they need more space. So what you will do on a real scenario, you have a SAN storage. I'm talking about a real scenario now. SAN storage. You will assign a one LUN, logical unit number, logical unit number. You assign the servers. This is a server. Let's say it is a server. Okay. Now what you will scan it. You will scan it and it will find out here as like a disk. Let's say first disk is ASDA. This is your OS disk. OS disk. Okay. Slash dev. It is slash dev. Okay. And let's say slash dev s. It's a D. Sorry. It's DA SDB. It came new. Let's say I have given a 100 GB from a storage. Okay. 100 GB. If I have created a logical volume, let's say I need a 20 GB more space. I can add here. Can add here. That's happening in a real scenario. So I can add 20 GB from this disk. So here on a real scenario, I'm not attaching a new disk there. On real scenario, we have a dedicated storage. Might be your EMC bander, might be your IBM bander. So here storage team, they will provision a one LUN against here against a WWN number. Okay, worldwide number. So that is identity, and we are using a HVA card. So how this is connected your bits with your server using a fiber cable fiber cable. Okay, and fiber cable is attached with the HBA card. HBA card, same as like a NIC card, means for understanding purpose, not same, but as a understanding purpose. NIC card, NIC card, you are using a Cat6 cable. Earlier we had used Cat5. Now we are using a Cat6 cable with a more high speed. Okay, so Cat6 cable with attached with a NIC card. So same here also. So that happens real scenario. Now, so we will not use the LVM thin provisioning. We will select in both of them. Okay, so here, so let me select a standard partition. No, I'm not selecting standard. Let me select LVM. Let me click on a plus. Here, we learned about these file systems. Slash, we know what happened inside a slash boot. We know what happened slash home, slash bar, and swap and BIOS boot we'll discuss later. So if let's discuss about swap. So what is a swap here? Swap is a secondary memory. Same as like secondary memory from where? From hard disk drive. Hard disk drive. We will configure it manually. We will learn about a swap when we will come on this lecture. Just right now, as a hint I'm giving here, it is a secondary memory that is created on the top of your hard disk drive. Same as like if I'm giving example, paging file in Windows. I hope everyone is aware. Paging file of Windows we are using there. In Windows, we called a paging files. In Linux, we called a swap. In your mobiles also having a swap. So why we are using a swap? Let's try to understand the concept here. Let's say I'm taking example of a mobile. You are using a mobile and you used your mobiles all up to here. Let's say it's a 1 GB. You have used 900 GB and you used your RAM up complete. And here you want to open a Chrome browser. For Chrome browser, I need at least 200 MB. That is my prerequisite. How much here pending here? 100 MB. Suppose if swap is not configured here, your system will crash. System crash, not responding. It will goes to not responding. You will get memory error, short memory error, memory related error you will get on server level. If you take this example as a server, you will start at memory. So what happened here? We will configure a swap. So what it will do? It will take 100 MB borrow from where we have created a swap from here. Let's say I have created a 1 GB swap. So it will take here. Yes, you know, hard disk, the hard disk, if I'm using a hard disk memory, it is a slow than compared to a RAM. But your system will not crash. It will survive. And once you will close here some application, it again comes on same. So that is the concept of a swap here. And don't worry, we will understand when we will come on this lecture also. We will configure it manually. Now, let me select here slash. And I'm giving a capacity here 15G. Let me give a 15G. Okay, so I'm giving here add mount point. So 15 GB I have added LBM and XFS. These are the file system. Extended file system 3 and 4, these are the old file system, extended file system. Same as like we are using a NTFS or FAT32. So FAT32 is a old, it is a new technology file system. New technology file system in Windows. Now latest one introduced is a XFS. Okay, so we will use XFS, and when we will come on this part, on the storage part, we will learn more about that time. We will learn in a more deep. So I now right now I will select a standard partition. Now I will latest file system. I will choose it XFS here. I will keep it same. And let me select one more. Here, let me use a standard partition here. So in slash boot, if you want like standard partition, sorry, LBM, it never proceed. So slash boot must be standard. If you think if you want to try, it will not proceed further. It must be standard. Why? Because slash boot, we know here having a kernel related files, kernel related files, init RAM file system, or your bootloader. Okay, so by mistakenly you made it a reduce or something, or here might be it will crash your system because it is the main config file, you can say, in your Linux operating system. So we don't want to take a risk here. So as per OS, it must be a standard. And if you try LBM here, LBM, it will never work. Never work. It will not allow to install a operating system. So it must be a standard. Okay, so automatically it will select standard. I don't need to do anything here. You can see now. Let me give a 400 at least. 200 is a sufficient, but I'm giving a double. Let me add a slash boot in 400. Automatically it device selected as a standard XFS. So now we have created, I will create only two file system. If you want, you can create more as well also, but I'm happy for here. Okay, now let me make as a done. Let me click once again. Now accept changes. Okay, now it's a done here. Okay, now let's come on the software selection part. So here we will not go with the GUI. Okay, so we will go with the minimal installation. GUI means graphical user interface. So I will go with the minimal, and I don't want to configure here any server, and I don't want to configure any workstation here. Nothing. Just here virtualization host. If you want to do, I don't want to do anything. I just want to go with the minimal installation. And here I will select some utilities. So network servers related. So system tools. Okay, so it's up to you here. Let me use a standard here. Okay, so I'm selecting these minimal installation only. And if you want to install a GUI, you can click on a GUI here, and we'll configure this mail server or FTP server manually. We don't want to means here it is not configuring, just install that respective package only and nothing it will do more. So let me click on a minimal installation, and let me make it a done. Okay, now I need to give a password here. Please remember your password. And let me make as a done. Okay, now it's ready for begin installation. Let me click on it here. So now how much time it will take here? So it will take minimal installation at least 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, once it's done, it will ask me to reboot the system, and it will come on your login. After that, once you power on your system, it will comes on your login page, where it will ask your login username and username and password.